Claude's memory can now work across both Claude Chat and Cowork. And that might sound like a small feature update, but if you're using Claude to actually run your business, create content, manage clients, or build repeatable workflows, this is a much bigger deal than it sounds. Because previously, you could spend weeks teaching Claude your business, your preferences, your writing styles, and then move over to Cowork and basically have to start explaining everything again. That's now changed. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's new, how Claude's new memory works, where you can find the settings, and why I think this makes Cowork significantly more useful. 1. Claude now has one memory across Chat and Cowork. Let's start with the biggest change. Previously, Claude Chat and Claude Cowork essentially had separate memory contexts. So imagine you've spent the last few weeks telling Claude things like, this is my brand voice, this is how I want my reports formatted, this is my target customer, and this is how I want my content written. You also have all that context in Claude Chat. But when you moved into Cowork, that context wasn't necessarily coming with you. That's a pretty big problem if you're trying to use Cowork for actual business workflows. With this update, Claude is now bringing those memories across. So you can have a conversation with Claude in chat, establish some important context, and then have a cloud-based Cowork task use that memory. 2. Memory now updates while you're actually using Claude. The second big change is when Claude creates memories. Previously, memory was primarily generated by summarizing conversations after they ended. Now, Claude can update memory as you're actually talking to it. So, let's say you're working with Claude and you mention, our launch deadline has moved to September. Claude can save that information as you're working. You don't necessarily have to finish the conversation and wait for some end of chat summary. And this is important because it makes Claude feel much more like an assistant that is continuously learning your working context, rather than a chatbot that resets after every conversation. 3. You can actually see what Claude remembers. And honestly, this one is my favorite part of the update. Claude doesn't just have some mysterious black box memory that you can't inspect. You can actually go into settings, then memory, and see what Claude currently remembers. You'll see different topics, and each memory is represented as its own entry. You can open one of those entries and see the details Claude has saved. And if something is wrong, you can edit it or delete it. There is also this sensitive topic in memory option, so you can choose if you want Claude to record your personal or sensitive information like health conditions, religious beliefs, political ideas, or whatever. I have this toggled on. You can toggle it off, and you can, in case you have it on, you can turn it off. You can either pause it or either have it reset so it forgets all of that sensitive information. All right. And if you've stuck so far, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the updates. And I also have something really valuable to give you. So, this is the AI Agent Marketplace. It's a marketplace where we have expert built Claude skills, all right, built by real experts, tested for usability, and then we have them added to the library. So, you can see we have everything from client report builders to WordPress expert to all sorts of SEO stuff. And I am going to be giving away the GA4, which is the Google Analytics skill, for free. This is something that people pay for in the marketplace. Now, I know a lot of people watching this video are either professionals, marketers, or business owners, and everybody needs help with Google Analytics, right? It's always a challenge logging into the analytics dashboard and trying to understand. So, install this, download it, install it in your Claude, and it's going to go ahead and give you each and every information from your traffic to your conversion. It will also help you set up a new account if you need help with that, all right? And then if you like it, you could subscribe to the entire library. But this skill is free to download. Go ahead and download it.